Hello friends, welcome back to our channel Technical Knowledge with Engineers. In this video, we are going to discuss some important MCQs on Applied Chemistry, Unit number 4, Applications of Spectroscopic Techniques. First, the splitting of NH2 group in proton NMR of CH3-CH2-NH2 will be observed as A. Doublet, B. Singlet, C. Quartet, D. Triplet. The correct answer is B. Singlet. Next is, how many signals will be shown by the given compound CH3 to CH, CH2, CH2OH in 1H NMR? Option A 4, option B 3, option C 2, option D 1. The correct answer is option A 4. Identify the correct statement. A. NMR signals towards the left of the spectrum correspond to low chemical shift values. B. NMR signal towards the right of the spectrum correspond to high chemical shift values. C. Chemical shift values are larger when shielding effects are greater. D. Chemical shift values are larger when de-shielding effects are greater. The correct answer is D. Chemical shift values are larger when de-shielding effects are greater. Next is, signal splitting in NMR arises from A. Shielding, B. Spin-spin decoupling, C. Spin-spin coupling, D. De-shielding. The correct answer is C. Spin-spin coupling. Next is, in proton NMR spectroscopy, hydrogen bonding results in A. Shielding effect, B. De-shielding effect, C. Peak splitting, D. All of the above. The correct answer is B. De-shielding effect. Next is, which of the following environmental effect is influenced by magnetic field strength? A. Chemical shift, B. Spin splitting, C. Both are influenced, D. Both are not influenced. Correct answer is A. Chemical shift. Next is, spin-spin coupling is not observed when the protons are separated by more than A. 1 sigma bond, B. 2 sigma bonds, C. 3 sigma bonds, D. 4 sigma bonds. The correct answer is C. 3 sigma bonds. Next is, compound A has greater shielding constant than compound B. Which of them will have more chemical shift? A. Compound A, B. Compound B, C. Both will have equal chemical shifts, D. Chemical shift has no relation with shielding constants. Correct answer is B. Compound B. Next is, chemical shift has the units of A. Parts per million, B. Parts per billion, C. Tesla, D. No units. Correct answer is A. Parts per million. Next is, equivalent protons in a molecule will have A. Same environment, B. Same chemical shift, C. Same shielding effect, D. All of the above. The correct answer is D. All of the above. Next is, how many number of peak splitting will be observed for secondary proton in the given compound like CH3, CH2, CH2Br? A. 3, B. 4, C. 6, D. 12. Correct answer is D. 12. Next is, in which one of the following year magnetic resonance imaging was patented? A. 1874, B. 1784, C. 1972, D. 1987. The correct answer is C. 1972. Next is, magnetic resonance imaging was invented by A. Sir Stephen Poplawski, B. Sir Raymond Domadian, C. Sir Martin Cooper, D. Sir Tim Berners-Lee. The correct answer is B. Sir Raymond Domadian. Next is, blank space is widely used in hospitals and clinics for medical diagnosis and staging and following up of disease without exposing the body to radiation. A. NMR, B. IR, C. MRI, D. All of the above. The correct answer is MRI. Next is, the representation of Beer Lambert's law is given as A equals to ABC. If B represents distance, C represents concentration, and capital A represents absorption, what does small a represent? A. Intensity, B. Transmittance, C. Absorptivity, D. Admittance. The correct answer is C. Absorptivity. Next is, what is the unit of molar absorptivity which is used to determine absorbance A in Beer Lambert's formula? A. L mole inverse centimeter inverse, B. L gram inverse centimeter inverse, C. cm, D. No unit. The correct answer is A. L mole inverse cm inverse. Next is, when the UV light is passed through the given solution, the radiant power is reduced to 50% and then the absorbance is found to be A. 1.3211, B. 0.8120, C. 0.3020, D. 0.1248. The correct answer is C. 0.3020. Next is, Auxochrome has which type of electron? Option A. Non-bonded, B. Pi electron, C. Sigma electron, D. None of these. The correct answer is A. Non-bonded. Next is, which group acts as a chromophore? A. Azo group, B. Alcohol group, C. Ether group, D. Amine group. The correct answer is A. Azo group. Next is, which statement is true about Auxochrome? A. It is only saturated compound, B. It is only unsaturated compound, C. It is decreased intensity of radiation, D. They are saturated and unsaturated compound. The correct answer is D. They are saturated and unsaturated compound. These were some important MCQs on unit number 4 of Applied Chemistry BE second semester.